I think the entire world is a fan of, and everybody on earth was happy to see him win $10 million this past weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Fleetwood. Congratulations, Tommy, on the big time win. How you feeling, bub?
Thanks, guys. I'm good. A little jet lagged, but we're all good. It's been a really, really nice few days, and it's been a great way to end the year or the season.
Yeah, heading into an off season with the biggest win of the entire season has to feel good. And obviously, that is vastly different than previous seasons. And I know there's probably been a lot of reflection, and I assume there's been a lot of people asking about what your golf life had been until this big time win. But I'd be remiss if I didn't bring it up. On Sunday, when you have the 3-stroke lead, and everybody on earth says, hey, it's Fleetwood's time. Literally, I think LeBron, Caitlin Clark, everybody on earth is like, it's Fleetwood's time. We're all pumped for you. What are you thinking about there? Are you like, holy shit, I could 6-putt this thing still? Or what is yeah.
I've got to say, when I was on that last hole, because I think the 15th tee shot was the one that I really wanted to get away, like that par 3 island. That was one that I really wanted to get over with. But when I was down the 18th and I was just short of the green in 2, chipped it on. There was a guy that announced, there's a voice that announces you onto the 18th green, and he kind of did a really nice announcement of me, but it sounded like a victory announcement. Not that he said I was champion, but I was like, whoa, let's slow down. I've still got to go here, and I was like, you kind of know it's done, but I was still in this like deep mental cocoon of let's just get this one done and let's finish. So I'd have loved to have enjoyed it more down the last, but I just wanted to make sure I finished it off.
No, I don't think enjoying it down the end is the right way to go. Like, I think it's the complete opposite. I'm happy to hear that you're able to do that. Is that something that you've had to work on? Is that something you have to deal with? Because I think everybody on earth knows you're a good golfer. And because you're such a good golfer, you've been in it so many times. High pressure moments, maximum pressure moments. With a golf ball that is so small, sweet spot so tiny, you accidentally, just one little thing could ruin an entire round. Like, is that locking in a mental cocoon something you have to work on a regular basis, or how did you get to this point?
Yeah, well, it's a lot easier when you're not in contention, or when you, for me, obviously I've had a lot of close calls, and especially recently, I've been playing some great golf and getting myself into those positions, and then I hadn't finished it off when I felt like it was my tournament. So there's it becomes harder to put those doubts, which are, very real. Like, all your feelings are completely real, but they are just feelings. So you just have to work on trying to make them into a positive in a way. But those doubts creep in, and that's when you've really got to be strong and just continue to put yourself in those situations. And I always felt like eventually it's going to be my time and it's going to happen. I expect it to be this one? Maybe not, but I played great, and I think I'd worked really hard mentally to just keep myself in the best frame of mind and make sure I kept giving myself the opportunities until it did come.
I think we all thought you were eventually going to win. I think that was just kind of like how the world thought. And that's why there was so much intrigue down the stretch there on Sunday, because we were so excited. And we just watched you, take your hat off and showcase those beautiful pearly whites there. Was there a moment of vindication? Was there 10,000 pounds lifted off of you there? Did you go home at night, look in the mirror, and have any different conversations with yourself, with your family? Is there any of those types of moments that maybe we don't get to see that's happening in between your ears?
There's definitely relief and a lot of satisfaction. Like, I'm so satisfied with all the work that I put in day out, and for it to be rewarded, I feel like it's been rewarded with a lot of good play. I feel like it's been rewarded by getting up there all the time, but at the same time, I've always said, I want to win like multiple times. I want to win plenty. It's not really about winning just one, but you can't do the rest without winning the first one. And I'm so glad to have got over that hurdle, and hopefully it doesn't take me 164 times to win my next one.
Yeah, you broke the seal, brother. You broke the seal. Now they're just going to start pouring in. I couldn't fathom, honestly, the amount of pressure you're probably putting on yourself every single time and the amount of relief. But also, I hope there's a sense of pride in there that you fought through all that shit. You did something remarkable, and your story touched everybody in sports. Now, on that note, it's a lot of money, brother. Connor has a question for you.
Yeah, Tommy, it's an honor. Your flow, by the way, let me just say, best on the tour. Yeah, that's got to be.
Yours is looking good today.
Yeah, it got to be a nice feeling. I know it took a while, but at least you had that hair the whole entire time with that win. $10 million. I mean, nothing to sneeze at. Probably pretty nice seeing that paycheck come through after a victory. Did you have anything in mind specifically that you wanted to buy, that you were thinking of, kind of almost motivating you? Maybe a Bentley, maybe some sort of Aston Martin vehicle. I don't know what they do over there in England. Bangers and mash, perhaps a nice hearty helping of that. Maybe. Sure. What was
buy Big Ben?
Yeah, sure.
It's the whole fucking clock.
Get a clock. Yeah, that'd be cool. Was there anything?
Big Ben. I'll probably need a few more FedEx Cups for that. But,
well, let's get to it.
Yeah, get more than one win.
Yeah,
you just
that's what
said
we're trying to do.
Yeah. Do you know what? No, I haven't had anything particular in mind. And actually, the thought of winning the FedEx Cup or $10 million check had never really entered my mind. But if you're going to do it, if you're going to crescendo and finish this chapter with one, then that's a great one to do it. But we'll think about that another time. For the time being, it's been like, sitting here sort of very satisfied, very relieved, and kind of processing it all. And then we'll think of a few things. We'll think of ideas. If you've got anything, let me know.
So we ran off a bunch. Yeah. We ran off a bunch.
Maybe a James Bond car.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Any of these things are possible. We'll continue. Yeah, maybe.
Batmobile.
Buckingham Palace. There you go.
Joe Burrow already bought one, allegedly.
No, Joe Burrow didn't buy it, did he? I think he gave it back.
Yeah, it was a lie. Yeah, allegedly it was all a lie. But he's a football player, so we don't want to talk negative about him.
What the hell?
I appreciate the fact, though, that in golf, you guys aren't promised anything. We've learned that through the development of LIV. And whenever LIV started, then they started chit-chatting about what a PGA contract is. And it's like, you're not guaranteed any money at all. You have to earn it. And then your guys' schedule, just crazy, one after another. Oh, we got Pro-Ams happening on Wednesday, Thursday. Hopefully we're making it to the weekend. You have, on a very regular basis, made the cut, made the weekend. Then you're back on the road. What does life look like now that the season's kind of come to an end? Do you work to get, what do you do now that you can breathe for a little bit? Because your guys' season, after watching that super swing,
full swing,
is absurd. You guys are rock stars. You guys are living on the road for a very long time.
Yeah, well, for me, I play the tour over in Europe as well, so I've probably still got 5 or 6 events left until December. December will be my time to sort of shut it down and have some time off then. But we've got the Ryder Cup coming up, so that's in, 3 weeks' time, a month's time. I've got one event before that. So actually, right now, it's like I'm having a week. I'm having a week at home, just chilling, just enjoying it, and then I'll actually get straight back to work and practicing for the next event. So there's always something going on. I think that was the great, for us, European players that play both tours, the change in the way that the format works in the schedule, where we're finished in August and we don't start till January. That's a nice time for us then to play. We can play a bunch on the tour that I grew up on, essentially. So it kind of fits really well, but it does mean that we don't get that much time off.
Got to be a good cock of the walk over there, fresh off the FedEx Cup champion, Good enough saying that mental cocoon, everybody's going to be gassing your ass up. On that note.
No, I'll be cocooning, I'll be cocooning.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that mental cocoon over there. On that note, there's somebody that's with you very close in this sport that I think is different than anywhere else. Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, Tommy, how important is the relationship with your caddy? I feel like this year specifically, we've seen stories of guys changing caddies so often, where in years past, the only time you really heard about that was if Tiger changed his caddy, and it was a big deal. But when you are in a position that you've been in and you've gotten close so many times, how important is that relationship to have someone really steady on the bag with you, who kind of knows exactly what you need to hear at all times?
Yeah, of course. And me and Finno, my caddy, we're very close. We've known each other for such a long time. He's now been on my bag for a long time, and I think just at a human level, he's going to have had doubts as well, the times that we've not quite got it right or we've got it wrong. But I think, me personally, I've always wanted to focus on the amount of positives that there's been. and you just look for those little tweaks that eventually get you over the line without sort of drastically changing things. There's been quite a lot of caddy changes this year, and I think probably once it happens once, and maybe somebody's had success, like they've changed caddies, because things do, people want something fresh every now and again, and it definitely like re-energizes. So I think, and then once somebody's seen it be a success once, then of course like somebody else is going to try it, and then somebody else will try it. So it goes in cycles like that a little bit. But for me and Finno, I think especially this latter part of the season, it was just important that we continue to learn from anything that we didn't quite get right or any mistakes that we might have made. And then when we're in that situation again, you just put all those things right, or you put them to the forefront of your mind, and you keep pressing forward. And this was the time that it did happen for us. So, I'm a big believer in like consistency, like minor tweaks, and this one's paid off. So that's been nice for us both.
I need to make more putts, Tommy. I need to make more putts. Okay.
Are we going on a practice session now? What have we got? You got to take the head cover off it first.
There's something to think about. It's not about the head cover, okay? It's about the stroke. Are you putting at your house? You're saying this week you're going to have a week. I assume you and the family going to have a good time. Enjoy it.
Hell yeah.
Enjoy it. I hope you have a blast. Everybody over there has earned it. Obviously, it's been a lot of dedication from all parties. I understand how that goes. But are you like waking up in the morning at the house, 100 putts? Like they talk about basketball players. We're doing 1,000 shots a day before we go to bed. For you guys, it feels like the separator between the great and the good golfers is 100 yards and in, more specifically on the green. Is it like 100, like this week? Do you just wake up and just start burying putts? Like how does it work with what you focus on and when you focus on things?
No, I'll have a pretty good like structured practice routine. I think for us in golf, there's so many different aspects and so many different elements that you're always trying to cover. Like you can never, like there's no way that you could. I mean, you can't hit every shot that you're going to get in golf, even in a week's worth of practice if you did it hours on every day. So there's always, you have to really sort of focus on certain points and be consistent with them and work your game around them. But definitely for us, you've got putting, short game, long game, and then physical, and you've got these elements, and then at any given time you'll structure your day around them. But no, there's not been. I've actually hit a few putts with my little one. He's still grinding away, and he still wants to practice. So I've been hitting a few putts with him this week, but nothing major.
How old is he?
He turns 8 next month.
God, he's so much better than I am.
Yep.
Just absolute dog on the course, I assume. Now, what I hope you do is take off the next 2.5 weeks.
Sure.
You won the FedEx Cup Championship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't need to practice anything. Maybe you should start playing fucking lefty, actually.
Yeah.
And on that note, AP Tony's a question for you.
Yep, Tommy, we were all very, very super happy for you on Sunday getting that win. And I hope you know that, because over the next month, you are the enemy. Okay?
USA!
Hearing
USA!
this.
USA! USA! Sorry.
You are the enemy. You are coming back, obviously, to the USA for the Ryder Cup. What's it like going to be at Bethpage as someone on the European team? Do you like being the away team in that atmosphere? And just overall, what's the environment like for someone that has never been to a Ryder Cup?
Well, I think it's the most amazing thing for us about the Ryder Cup is because like we play an individual sport, and week in, week out, you get supported as an individual, but the crowd like that are there are appreciating golf and they support whoever's there. Whereas the Ryder Cup for us is that's our time to experience what it's like to have an unbelievably biased crowd, both home and away. I think we're all really excited for the atmosphere that's going to be at Bethpage. It's going to be, this is what like dreams are about. We've dreamt of playing this tournament all our lives and making this team, and the crowd just plays such a huge part in that. So home or away, I think that's massive, and we are excited. We don't expect anything other than the home fans to cheer for the home team, of course. So, but we're really, really excited and looking forward to it, and we'll see. It's going to be great. I'm excited to go there as our team and play against not only the 12 other guys on the team, but the nation as well, and just enjoy it. Like I say, this is what we've been dreaming of. Playing in these things since we were kids, taking up the game, and I'm just really excited to play in that atmosphere.
You scared to death that Keegan's going to play or no? What are your thoughts?
I know there's a lot of debate, isn't there? I think as I feel a little bit out of the loop. I don't know when he makes his picks or when he's made the picks.
Don't you worry about our team, actually. Yeah, I don't even know why.
You just asked me.
Yeah, I know. That's what. Did you not hear me? I don't know why I even asked. I was in the middle of it. How's your guys' team chemistry? You guys have a couple pints, or what is? Do you guys hang out? Are we motivationally speaking to each other in the mornings and at night? Are we hanging out in the locker room? Is there a sense? You said your individual sports. Do you try to do as much team activity? Because for us, like, camaraderie is built at training camp, and like you try to come together. And I know golf is one-on-one, but it does feel like it's you versus the world out there. Do you guys do a lot of team shit? And is there like a group text? How do we figure it all
out? You don't worry about our team. We're good.
Congrats on winning the FedEx Cup championship. I wish you nothing but failure in a few weeks at the Ryder Cup. But immediately after that, we're right back on the Fleetwood
train.
That's
right.
We're back.
We appreciate the hell out of your time.
I could accept that.
Congrats, dude. It was fun to watch.
Thank you very much. That's awesome. Thanks for having me, guys. It was great to see you.
Yeah, I want you to know, though, like, we all all felt like an immediate sense of like happiness and joy for you. Everybody in the sports world.
Yeah.
That's very abnormal.
Yeah.
That's very abnormal in the sports world. People want to hate people, especially if they're successful. People want to tear people down. As soon as you won, everybody in sports from all different walks of life are like, good on you, like legit. So fair play, lad. I think you should feel very good, and we're pumped that you joined us.
It's been awesome. Thank you so much to everyone.
Cheers. Have a couple pints on us.
Cheers.
How many, by the way?
Yeah, how many pints fit in the FedEx Cup?
I haven't tried it yet. I didn't get to put a pint in it, but there'll be a few. Probably like, I don't know, 3 or 4.
All right, we appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen. FedEx Cup champion and a man who's about to just dominate the European tour, I guess. Again, Tommy Fleetwood.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Tommy.